Sheriff, what would you do if you were the commander of the southern border, or Mexico, Arizona, United States southern border?
Well, I would immediately alert, mobilize, and then deploy 6,000 armed soldiers from our National Guard, both Air and Army, and put them back to work, many of who are already combat veterans, and put them back to work not in Iraq or Afghanistan or some foreign land. I'd deploy them right here in America on our southern border. And they would be armed, and they would be given the job to protect our country, to secure the border, because right now we're not just talking illegal immigrants who are, just this past year, the last figure the Border Patrol put out was 122,000 illegals that were apprehended right here where we're recording this message. And if that many illegals can get through, how many got through undetected? So we had the largest drug bust in the history of Arizona right here in Pinell County, $2 to $3 billion. Not just marijuana, black tar heroin, methamphetamine, cocaine, right here. These 76 members of the Sinaloa cartel, they didn't just have 40 caliber handguns like I'm carrying. They had scoped rifles, they had AK-47s, 108 of them. 2 of these guns were we traced back to Fast and Furious. That was, we know, was handled by Eric Holder, the Department of Justice, and ATF. These weapons are being used against us. So not just the illegals, not just these drug cartels who are bringing all the drugs that come in through here and go to New York and all other parts of America. More important than that is this unsecured border presents a national security threat when you have terrorists and terrorist groups like ISIS or ISIL, that if this many illegals can make it through here and this much drug activity and smuggling can make it through here, it would stand to reason to you and I that they can likely make it through here very easily. And because they have deliberate plans, they oftentimes have military training, and they have all the financial resources at their disposal in order to pay people off and to finance their operations. We cannot afford this to happen. So if I was in charge, I would immediately mobilize and deploy 6,000 armed soldiers to immediately secure the border. Then I would build the infrastructure necessary to sustain that security.
All right, you're the sheriff of Pinell County.
Yes.
What additional assets, resources, etc. could you use as the sheriff?
We need and I need a president that's going to do his job. This president should be fired. And he has failed to carry out his lawful oath that he gave to not only preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution, but to enforce all the laws. He's failed to do that and to carry out. He's not the lawmaker, that's Congress. We need a president who's going to enforce the laws and not just arbitrarily, with a wave of his hand, think that certain laws don't apply if he says so. This is not a king. This is a president in our republic, and we the people and this Congress, which are representatives of us, need to stand up to this president and stop him on his march of power grab.
Well, thank you very much, Sheriff. We appreciate it.
My